Leg weakness after 50? It's not aging, it's this nutrient deficiency. 6 foods fix it. If you're over 50 and your legs feel weaker than they did just a few years ago, stop what you're doing and listen carefully, because what I'm about to tell you could determine whether you're still walking independently 10 years from now. Before we begin, make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications because every week we share science-backed health information specifically designed for adults who want to stay strong, mobile, and independent as they age. And while you're watching, leave a comment below telling me your age and where you're watching from. I'd also like to know if you've noticed your legs feeling weaker, heavier, less stable, or more tired than they used to. Your comment might encourage someone else who is silently struggling with the exact same problem. Now let me tell you something most people never hear from their doctor. Weak legs are not simply a consequence of getting older. Yes, aging changes the body. Yes, muscle mass naturally declines over time. But one of the biggest reasons people lose strength, balance, and mobility is because nobody ever teaches them how to nourish aging muscles properly. Most people assume that losing strength is inevitable. They believe that once they reach their 60s or 70s, weak legs are just part of life. But modern research tells a very different story. In fact, scientists have discovered that muscle tissue retains the ability to rebuild itself much later in life than previously believed. The body never completely loses its capacity to adapt. It never completely loses its ability to respond. What changes is whether we give it the tools it needs to do so. Imagine trying to build a house without bricks. Imagine trying to repair a car without replacement parts. That's exactly what happens when aging muscles aren't receiving the nutrients they need. The body wants to rebuild. It wants to maintain strength. But it cannot create muscle out of nothing. And that's where today's video becomes so important. Today I'm going to share 6 powerful foods that may help support stronger legs, healthier muscles, better balance, and greater independence after 50. These are not miracle supplements. They're not expensive powders. They're not products being pushed by advertisers. These are real foods backed by science and available in almost every grocery store. And the number 1 food on this list surprises nearly everyone because millions of people have spent years avoiding it based on outdated information. Yet researchers now believe it may be one of the most powerful foods for preserving muscle health as we age. So stay with me until the very end because that final food could completely change the way you think about your daily meals. Let's begin with a food that has been unfairly criticized for decades. Eggs. For years, many people were told that eggs should be limited or avoided. They were blamed for cholesterol problems and heart disease. As a result, countless older adults removed one of the most nutrient-dense foods from their diets. Today, however, researchers understand that eggs provide an extraordinary nutritional package, especially for aging adults. One of the reasons eggs are so valuable is because they contain leucine, a powerful amino acid that plays a critical role in muscle protein synthesis. Think of leucine as a signal. When it enters the body, it tells your muscles that it's time to repair, rebuild, and maintain strength. The challenge is that as we get older, our muscles become less responsive to protein. Scientists call this anabolic resistance. Simply put, aging muscles need a stronger signal to stimulate growth than younger muscles do. That's why many older adults gradually lose muscle without realizing it. They may be eating enough food, but their muscles are no longer receiving the specific nutrients needed to maintain themselves. Eggs help solve that problem. They provide highly bioavailable protein, meaning the body can use it efficiently. They also contain vitamin D, choline, and other nutrients that support communication between nerves and muscles. Healthy muscles don't work alone. They rely on healthy nerve signals. Without those signals, strength begins to decline. One patient once told me she had reached the point where climbing stairs felt like a daily battle. She avoided stairs whenever possible. She feared falling. After making several changes to her diet, including adding eggs regularly to breakfast, she noticed improvements in energy and confidence. Was it a miracle? No. It was nutrition finally supporting what her body had been trying to do all along. Next, let's talk about one of nature's most powerful anti-inflammatory foods, wild-caught salmon. Many adults over 50 live with chronic low-grade inflammation without even realizing it. Unlike the inflammation you see when you cut your finger, this type of inflammation is silent. It slowly affects tissues throughout the body, including muscles, joints, blood vessels, and nerves. Over time, it can contribute to weakness, stiffness, and reduced mobility. Wild-caught salmon contains omega-3 fatty acids known as EPA and DHA. These healthy fats help support normal inflammatory responses and may improve the body's ability to preserve muscle tissue. Think of inflammation as a small fire that never fully goes out. Day after day, year after year, it slowly damages the body's systems. Omega-3s help calm that fire. But salmon offers another important advantage. It is one of the best natural food sources of vitamin D. Many adults over 60 have low vitamin D levels, and research has linked vitamin D deficiency to muscle weakness, poor balance, and increased risk of falls. That's why maintaining healthy vitamin D levels becomes increasingly important as we age. If you want stronger legs, you cannot ignore the role vitamin D plays in muscle function. Including salmon in your meals a few times each week may provide benefits that extend far beyond your muscles. It supports heart health, brain health, and overall vitality. And when it comes to staying active later in life, every system in the body works together. The next food on our list may seem simple, but its impact can be profound. Spinach and dark leafy greens. Have you ever wondered why some people remain energetic and physically capable well into their 70s and 80s while others struggle with basic movement? Part of the answer may be found on their plates. Dark leafy greens are packed with nutrients that support circulation, muscle function, and overall health. One of their most valuable features is their natural nitrate content. Inside the body, nitrates are converted into nitric oxide, a molecule that helps blood vessels relax and expand. Better blood flow means more oxygen and nutrients reaching muscles when they need them most. Think about your muscles as workers on a construction site. They need a constant supply of materials to do their job. Blood flow is the delivery system. When circulation improves, muscles receive more of what they need to function properly. Spinach is also rich in magnesium, a mineral involved in hundreds of biological processes. Magnesium plays a crucial role in muscle contraction and relaxation. Many older adults consume far less magnesium than their bodies require. This may contribute to muscle cramps, stiffness, fatigue, and poor recovery. Adding cooked spinach, kale, or other leafy greens to your meals is one of the simplest habits you can adopt to support long-term mobility and strength. And here's something important to remember. No single meal changes your life. No single food transforms your body overnight. The real power comes from consistency. Small choices repeated day after day eventually create remarkable results. If you're finding this information valuable so far, take a moment right now to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Every like helps this video reach more people who may be struggling with weakness, mobility issues, or concerns about aging. And trust me, there are millions of people who need to hear this information. Now let's move on to food number 3, one of the most overlooked muscle-supporting foods available today. Greek yogurt has become increasingly popular in recent years, but many people still think of it as just another snack. What they don't realize is that it may be one of the most effective foods for supporting muscle health as we age. One serving of plain Greek yogurt provides a concentrated source of high-quality protein that is easy for the body to digest and utilize. As we get older, protein becomes even more important because our bodies naturally become less efficient at maintaining muscle tissue. Every year after the age of 50, many adults lose small amounts of muscle mass. At first, the changes are subtle. You may notice stairs feel a little harder. You may become tired more quickly during activities you once enjoyed. You may find yourself needing to sit down more often. But over time, those small changes add up. That's why protein intake becomes so important. Greek yogurt provides essential amino acids that help support muscle maintenance and recovery. But that's only part of the story. What truly makes Greek yogurt unique is its effect on the digestive system. Scientists are increasingly studying what they call the gut-muscle connection. Research suggests that the health of your digestive system may influence how effectively your body absorbs nutrients and utilizes protein. In simple terms, a healthier gut may help your muscles get more value from the foods you eat. Greek yogurt contains beneficial probiotics that support a healthy gut environment. Think of these probiotics as tiny helpers working behind the scenes to improve digestion and nutrient absorption. When your digestive system functions efficiently, your entire body benefits. Many older adults spend a fortune on supplements while overlooking simple foods that can make a meaningful difference. Choosing plain Greek yogurt with minimal added sugar is often one of the smartest nutritional decisions you can make. Add some berries, a handful of nuts, or a small drizzle of honey, and you have a powerful meal that supports both muscle health and overall wellness. Now let's move to the second most powerful food on today's list. And this one surprises almost everyone: beets. Most people don't associate beets with stronger legs. In fact, many people rarely eat them at all. Yet the science behind beets has become so impressive that athletes, sports scientists, and health researchers continue to study their potential benefits. The secret lies in their remarkable concentration of natural nitrates. Once consumed, these nitrates help increase nitric oxide production inside the body. Nitric oxide plays an important role in relaxing blood vessels and improving circulation. Better circulation means more oxygen and nutrients reaching muscles. Imagine trying to run a factory with limited electricity. Production slows down. Efficiency drops. Problems begin to appear everywhere. That's what happens when muscles don't receive adequate blood flow. By supporting healthy circulation, beets may help improve the delivery of oxygen and nutrients to working muscles. Some studies have shown that beet consumption may support endurance, exercise performance, and physical function in older adults. But the benefits may go even further. Healthy circulation doesn't just help muscles. It supports the brain as well. The communication between your brain and your muscles is essential for balance, coordination, and mobility. Every step you take depends on that connection. As we age, maintaining healthy circulation becomes increasingly important for preserving independence and reducing fall risk. Beets also contain antioxidants that help protect cells from oxidative stress. Oxidative stress is one of the major contributors to aging throughout the body. Over time, it can affect muscles, blood vessels, nerves, and countless other tissues. Including beets in your diet is a simple way to provide your body with additional support against these challenges. Whether you roast them, add them to salads, or blend them into smoothies, beets deserve far more attention than they receive. And now we arrive at the number one food. The food that surprises almost everyone. The food that many people spent decades avoiding because they believed it was unhealthy. Extra virgin olive oil. If someone had told you 30 years ago that a fat would top a list of muscle-supporting foods, you probably wouldn't have believed them. But modern science has completely changed our understanding of healthy fats. Extra virgin olive oil is not simply a source of calories. It contains powerful plant compounds known as polyphenol. These compounds help support healthy inflammation levels throughout the body while protecting cells from oxidative stress. Researchers studying some of the healthiest and longest-living populations in the world have repeatedly noticed one common factor. Many of these populations consume olive oil regularly as part of their daily diet. The Mediterranean diet, often considered one of the healthiest eating patterns in the world, relies heavily on extra virgin olive oil. Scientists believe this may be one reason why people following this lifestyle often maintain better physical function as they age. What makes olive oil particularly interesting is its potential influence on the biological pathways involved in muscle maintenance. While protein provides the building blocks, olive oil may help create an internal environment that supports muscle preservation and recovery. Think of it this way. If protein provides the bricks, olive oil helps create the conditions necessary to build the house. One without the other is less effective. Olive oil also supports heart health, circulation, and overall wellness, all of which contribute to maintaining mobility later in life. A few tablespoons each day drizzled over vegetables, fish, eggs, or salads can become a simple yet powerful habit. But before you rush to the kitchen, I want to share something even more important than any single food on this list. The greatest mistake people make is believing that one food, one supplement, or one secret ingredient will solve everything. Health doesn't work that way. Strong legs are not built from a single meal. They are built from thousands of choices made over time. They come from nourishing your body consistently. They come from moving regularly. They come from getting adequate sleep. They come from staying hydrated. They come from refusing to accept decline as inevitable. One of the most heartbreaking things I hear from older adults is the belief that weakness is simply their fate. They tell themselves they're too old. They tell themselves the damage is already done. They tell themselves nothing can change. Yet time after time, research shows the opposite. The human body remains remarkably adaptable. Muscles continue responding to proper nutrition and physical activity even in advanced age. The body wants to heal. It wants to rebuild. It wants to maintain function. Our responsibility is to provide it with the tools to do so. Imagine being able to walk confidently through the grocery store without worrying about losing your balance. Imagine climbing stairs without fear. Imagine playing with grandchildren, traveling, gardening, dancing, or simply moving through daily life with greater ease and confidence. Those goals are not reserved for younger people. They remain possible far longer than most people realize. Every healthy choice you make today becomes an investment in your future independence. Every nutritious meal becomes a vote for strength. Every walk becomes a vote for mobility. Every positive habit becomes a vote for the life you want to continue living. So starting today, choose one food from this list and add it to your routine. Then add another, and another. Small changes create powerful results when repeated consistently. Remember, aging is inevitable. Becoming weaker and weaker year after year is not. Your future is being shaped by the choices you make right now. And those choices matter more than you think. Before you leave, tell me in the comments which of these 6 foods you already eat and which one you're going to start adding to your diet. I genuinely enjoy reading your stories and hearing about your experiences. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe to the channel, give this video a like, and share it with someone you care about. Together, we can help more people stay strong, active, and independent for years to come. Thank you for spending this time with me. Take care of your body, keep moving every day, and never stop believing that your best years may still be ahead of you.